That was pretty huge. That was pretty huge. So, I think let's go in here. We'll maybe go with, this one's a long one. 15th Indo tribe. Wild Pines, Feld, Coupri, Tricentennial, Villiers, and LaSalle. Names of Revacholian Indo tribes spring into your head. Set loose at the mention of Wild Pines. Royal Monopolies, Octopuses, and Swordfish, most of them gone now. YBP, Expander, St. Baptiste, Brightest Star, LUM, Resplendent, East Insulindic, Welter, and El Cassette. But isn't one missing? Wait, no. There were only 14. Then why do you feel like there's a 15th Indo tribe? I mean, maybe. Maybe we just go with something a little bit more simple. It's going to hurt our empathy for a bit. First, if you have a side bitch ideology cooking somewhere, don't sweat it. Fighting indirect taxation for the Gossamer state is compatible with all creeds. It's cool like that. You're a cool anarchist now. Unless you don't want to be an anarchist. Whatever. Stuff this meal ticket in your eye socket and let's see if we can steal some love back from the robber barons of the customs agency and the banditos at the Insulindian Financial Oversight and Competition Committee. Sure, that'll work. Let's go here and internalize. Okay. Cockatoo. Let's roll. So she said next to the... Oh, probably right here. From A to Zreek, a guide to a well-behaved cockatoo. Sulfur-crested cockatoo sits on the cover, its beak slightly open, looks as if the bird is calling out the book title, From A to Zreek, a guide to a well-behaved cockatoo. Let's flip through the pages. Turns out that there are so many different cockatoo species and they all have behavioral problems. Hey, what about this guide to cockatoo storekeeper? Oh, it's a must-have if you want a cockatoo. I've heard they're quite capricious. We could try and steal it. We need better interfacing. Let's put on our other gloves. We tried to steal something in here before, didn't we? $42. Oh, God. Slowly move your hand towards the tomb of cockatoos. Before you reach the book, you're interrupted. Lieutenant coughs sharply. Do we really need to do that? I think not. That does hurt a little bit there, Kim. Fix that right up. Let's buy it. Ooh, a nature enthusiast. Good choice. I knew it was a good idea to keep that around. Okay, let's read it. A book about different cockatoo species and their behavioral problems. Perhaps it could also some insight into your own often problematic actions. The spectacular major majestic cockatoo eyes you from the cover. A cockatoo is a parrot with an erectile crest found on the Seminine Islands and in southern Fès-la-Mer. Known for their intelligence and general precociousness, cockatoos are often birds in aviculture. However, they often exhibit various behavioral issues. Okay, what more? This book talks about the delicate nature of twos, as well as introducing some of the most popular species among the bird enthusiasts. The funeral cockatoo, the major majestic cockatoo, and the most common bang-bang cockatoo. It's colorfully illustrated. What kind of problems do these birds have? Where to even begin? All cockatoos are known for their needy natures, requiring attention for at least 2 full hours a day. They love to talk, and they have been described as lovable clowns who just don't know how to wrap up. Who would ever want a chatty companion? I want someone who knows how to listen. Pet owners also report moodiness, loudness, and hostility as reoccurring issues. If left unsatisfied, cockatoos may scream non-stop, pluck their feathers, or become aggressive. That's pretty bad. Anything else? It's not recommended to get a cockatoo if you're not able to cook them food every day and give them full care that they need. These birds will never understand that you have a life of your own. Jeez. Is there anything great about cockatoos? You're right, cockatoos are magnificent creatures. They love to perform, cuddle, and show off, and will even scream for fun, often as loud as up to 135 decibels. Not great for the neighbors. Performing. Yes, birdie. Okay, let's read about the funeral cockatoo. It's a yellow-tailed black cockatoo. Its specific name, Psittacus funereus, relates to its dark and somber plumage. This bird looks as if dressed for a funeral 24/7. There's something indisputably ominous about it. That's cool. Yeah, I agree. Major Majestic. Perhaps the most impressive of all the species, the endangered Major Majestic cockatoo is often described as the most flamboyant bird in the jungle. Its pink-colored wings and flowing crest embellishing its proud and bumptious nature. Breakthrough imminent on the bow collector. Nice. In the words of poet-explorer Sir James Fournier, few birds more enliven the monotonous hues of the verdant forest than this big, bold, and beautiful species. Okay, and the most common bang bang cockatoo, the name fits. Despite its banging name, the bang bang cockatoo is actually the shyest of all the species, common in almost all Cevenese forests as well as zoos and homes all over the world. Its plumage is mainly gray and white. The Cevenese name bang bang is thought to be of onomatopoeic origins. Well, do I get to pick one or do I have to be the bang bang? Let's read this one again. So, funeral. Honestly, this bird does sound a bit like me. Yes, but all these cockatoo species are so different. Which one are you? Okay. Gray and common bang bang. Funeral cockatoo is cool. Depths of my doom-laden soul. Is an obvious major majestic. What if I'm just a fuck-up-a-too? A fuck-up-and-a-cockatoo. No, I only the funeral cockatoo in its darkness can truly grasp the depths of my doom-laden soul. You're right. You're a Siticus funeris embodied. This ominous bird belongs on your heraldry. Awesome. Why the frick not? Why the frick not? Okay. Got it. I guess we could tell the lady outside maybe, if she cares. Okay, the bow collector. Now, this is going to be about our past. +3 shivers. Whoa. See, like, these are permanent. I would never get rid of this, where it's just boosting a stat straight up. It's early in the morning. The world is dark blue. The sparks light her face, a delicate composition of triangles. The street seems to grow longer, like in a dolly zoom. And there's something in the air as you stand there and wave back at the shape growing smaller and smaller. Something that has always been there. A great see-through world. The tenderness you feel. The ghost of Revachol between you, carrying your signals. The holy messenger. Huh. That's a good one. This one's almost done too. So, shivers. Raises the hair on your neck. Tune into the city. City lovers, the wisest of the streetwise, the genuinely supernatural. Shivers come when the temperature drops and you become more keenly aware of your surroundings. Enables you to hear the city itself, to truly belong in the streets. It's a supernatural ability. Old wrongs play out in present time. Scenes across the city happen in front of you, but who's speaking to you? At high levels, shivers may make you seem mad to the outside world. As you listen to the city, you don't listen to others. Your superiors may begin to worry. With a low shivers, though you will seldom hear the city speaking to you, and if you cannot hear it, how can you ever save it? Wow, cool. All right, let's go talk to Cockatoo Lady then. Now, wait, was there something about this door back here still? Armor pierces, get the boots off. Keep asking Joyce about reality at some point. Secret passage. Find a way in to see what's there. Yeah, see, that's from the whirling. Get the body down. Access the harbor. Yeah, get Evrart Claire. Victims' tattoos we're working on. Oh, we need to call Alice back about the armor. Gun missing. Keep searching for the collar. Find booze and drink it and sing karaoke. Okay. I'm gonna let her know. I'm a bird now. You were right. I'm a cockatoo. Excuse me? I went and read up on them just like you said and even decided on what kind of cockatoo I am. Want to know? I don't know. The most talkative one? No, I'm actually the funeral cockatoo. The what now? The funeral cockatoo. It's the most depressing one. The woman looks baffled by your personal revelation. You truly are one strange cop, aren't you? Yeah, well, okay, cool, thanks. Thought you'd want to know. Woman before you nods and returns to her reading. All right. Let's roll. Oh, we also have those people up by those apartments that we noticed. just before going to bed. So we'll talk to them too, but let's radio Alice about the armor. Okay, let's pull out the radio. Hey, have you heard back from the ICP about the serial numbers? Oh, yes, the armor was produced by Fairweather in their facilities in Betancourt, Sur-le-Clef in 42. It was part of a special order for Corps de Pharmacie, a security firm contracted to protect the interests of Oranje pharmaceutical companies in the Semenine conflict. She browses pages. So it seems the armor went to Semenine, that's where the paper trail ends though. Even the firm has proven difficult to track. Corps de Pharmacie has been renamed several times over in the years since the armor was issued. Do you happen to know what it's called now? The most recently registered firm that the ICP has been able to connect to the CDP is a military contractor called Crenel, and the one before it was Downwell. I think they might be the same contractor. A suit of armor like this would have been manufactured with a particular person's physique in mind. You should ask for whom the suit was fitted. Okay. Well, a suit of armor like this would have been customized to fit the wearer. There must be a record of the person to whom it was issued. Yes, but the ICP tends to be reluctant to share private sector records. I could try to talk them into it, though. This is a fun challenge for her, an opportunity to contribute beyond just doing her job by rote. She'll gladly put in the extra effort. Thank you, officer. I really appreciate your efforts in this case. Glad to help. Call back tomorrow. Hopefully I'll have more for you then. All right, cool. Good work. So, didn't really give us a ton of experience, but at least we're keeping track of things there. What was the other timely stuff? The waterlock on Wednesday. That's it. Okay, let's see if we can't get in touch with Evrart. Or, actually, on our way, let's talk to these guys too. About our suspicions.
Now it's turning into a kind of a snow limbo, man. What's on your mind?
That's a snow limbo, man. Okay, he's just like basic dude, no accent. Hey, I don't know if you have some spare change for me by chance. Huh? Oh no, I ain't got any money. I don't want to pay for unfurnished work. Well, they don't want to pay. They who? The bosses, man. Makes sense, yeah. First work, then pay, I guess. Makes sense. It sucks is what it does. Maybe don't tell people. The people they don't like are actually right. Hey, you seem like a man who kind of knows about drugs. Oh man, me and narcotics go way back. Had some good times surfing the psychic waves of my own consciousness, you know? But those days are behind me. There are other addictions in my life now, like why the inquiry, my man? Just be straight with them. Listen, let me be straight with you. I'm trying to figure out who's smuggling drugs out of Terminal B. Lieutenant steps in. We have a credible lead, sir. Someone on this roundabout is waiting for a bulk shipment from the harbor to load it on their lorry and drive it to Jamrock. Oh, not me, man. No way. I don't need any trouble. Shit's bad enough anyway. This jam's got folks up in arms, and I'm afraid it's headed towards a conflagration. Wait, well, who do you think could be conducting the drug trade then? Look, man, I try to stay away from the criminal underbelly of Revachol. I'm a guest here. You really need to find another man to probe with these questions. We wouldn't say he is lying, sire. All right. Thanks, then. Cool. Well, then, that leads us to the racist. I'm sure he'll admit it.
Looking for something?
Well, you're a lore man, right? What's your stance on drugs? Drugs? They're shit, man. I don't let anything pollute my body. He takes a long drag of cigarette. Why not? You know where that shit comes from. Sara Marisa, Safre, and Mara. They take the money from our local junkies here and use it to outcompete us in the manufacturing sector. So he knows some stuff. They know they can't beat us in fair fight, so they have to get us to weaken ourselves somehow. It's racial sabotage, racial economic sabotage. Listen, I agree with you. It's our responsibility to keep this poison off the streets of Revachol, right? He eyes you warily, unsure of how to respond. This goes on for about 2 seconds, and then... I don't know shit, and if I did, I wouldn't tell you. He puffs in a cigarette. Well, then what are you still hanging around here for? Most other camioneers have left. Now, what do you think? I can't leave the lorry unguarded. The stuff's been getting looted lately. It's these little kips sneaking around at night. If they touch my stuff, the bosses will be on my ass like ass cancer. There's a bunch of spilled boxes in the back of the big lorry nearby. Huh. I did see one lower with the trailer doors open on my way here. Do you know what happened? Yeah, I knew that guy. He was an honest driver who loved his country. We were having a good debate about genetics at the Whirling and Rags, and then some kipped boys smashed his luck and took damn near everything. Lost his fucking job over it. It takes a long suck on his cigarette, appearing to savor the taste. Since he left, I haven't had anyone to talk to. Bad for him, I guess. The man shakes his head, dismayed, furiously pulling in his cigarette. It's a fucking travesty is what it is. Well, if it's not you, then who's running drugs through Terminal B? Breakthrough imminent, white morning. Isn't it obvious? Fucking C. Lang, that beady-eyed South Samaran. He spits on the ground. His little side business is a scam. I wouldn't be surprised if he was peddling drugs as well. C. Lang? Who's C. Lang? He's the Samaran guy who likes to pretend he's some kind of businessman. Really, he's just selling his employer's stuff. Stuff he stole after he broke the seals on his Humanox lorry. Well, where do I find this guy? Just follow the smell. It smells like apricots and oil when you're nearby. The lorryman lets out a raspy croak at his own sense of humor. Yes. Where is he? Looks like I offended your partner here. He doesn't look at the lieutenant. Too bad. Silang's usually a bit south of here, near the canal. You can't miss him. Just watch yourselves. His tribe are natural liars. It's in their blood. He nods in a sagely manner, then another puff of the cigarette. He's your man, all right. 100%. I wouldn't be so sure about it. Not until we've heard what Silang himself has to say. I guess we gotta pay this Silang a visit then. I guess so. All right. So, thought cabinet for white morning. This is also about our past, right? Plus 20% zoom out distance. All motorics learning skill caps raised. I guess this is good for like spotting stuff along edges. And the little guy gets smaller and smaller as you rise above the dollhouse world. You see him out in the snow, on the streets, in the shop in the corner, and finally in a matchbox house. Sitting by the window, white flowers on the windowsill. You can smell them from up here. It's awful. A white morning. A modern death. Divorce or something similar. All you can do is put more distance between you and him and make him smaller. Make him less you. Ouch. Okay. So extra zoom out range. That's actually pretty nice. So he's saying... let's see... What? Where is it? What's the one that was talked about the lorries? The debrief. Yeah, I'm not sure if that got updated or not. So he's saying that this one's like down south? It could be the quiet one that we talked to, but maybe now talking with Kim would actually be beneficial. Let's just follow this. Oh, wait a sec. Oh, this is the guy that sells stuff, right? Helpline to the company that controls the drawbridge. Box of sunglasses.
You like sunglasses, officer? I've got the latest styles right here.
Let's look. Abort, these are hideous. What's more, you don't even fit your face. You can feel them pinching your nose and chafing your brow. Damn, officer, you look like a mega secret spy. Very secret. They're practically made for you. I'll let you have them for 2 real and 50 cents. And no, you're definitely not buying those. You're right, I'm too sensible for those. Are you sure? But they look good on you. You should think this through, officer. Nah, we're good. We're good. I don't think we've ever actually been back here. Hot air rises from the sewer, soured, acidic, and comforting. Nice. Garbage. So this is the pawn shop. Maybe being south is like when we get access to that bottom area. We'll try this person again, but low expectations. Otherwise, we'll head to Evrart.
Lawman, you caught me at an opportune moment. This awful weather keeps me awake.
Now she wants.
With your questions.
We could go back into the drug thing. What I do need drugs for, lawman. See what I see, what I feel, the great adversary. No drugs can compare. It's not really what I was getting at. Then what were you getting at? Maybe if she thought you were corrupt. We went this route before, I guess. What is exactly that you're hauling? You're May, lawman. What of it? Fine. We're not getting anything out of here, I don't think. Is there something we could do with this? We could read our case files, I guess. At some point, we should probably get back to that, but... Alright, let's carry on. I'm gonna stop at, Fleet real quick. And we'll dump our bottles again. Wow. Rich. There was a rain jacket in here we could buy, right? +1 endurance. It's cheap. I guess we could save that for if we know we're going to need an endurance check or something. Then we could come back and buy it. Okay, I'm going right up there. I don't suppose this guy's going to be super forthcoming with us about anything, but I don't know. Maybe we can even pay someone to take it down. Wait a sec. Was it up here? I don't think so. This is where the booth was. Here we go. Way back in here. That zoom out is actually quite helpful. Maybe not in this specific area, but... Coffee in the thermos is still lukewarm. Wouldn't mind some myself. Holy smokes. It's got a presence. Evrart Claire. Before you is a walrus of a man seated behind a large desk. He looks up from his work, not the least bit surprised to see you. With great effort, he straightens himself up in his chair, yet says nothing. He simply stares at you. Hey, are you in charge of the dock workers?
Welcome, Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi. It's good of you two to stop by. Please, have a seat.
Please, have a seat. Okay, that's how we're gonna go.
I'm Evrart Claire, head of the Debaucheurs Union here in Martinaise. I'd offer you my hand, but unfortunately my health prevents me from getting up. You understand?
Your health? Well, yeah. I guess. It's impossible, probably. He looks extremely uncomfortable. This tiny folding chair on the other end looks like a torture device.
You go ahead, detective.
Whatever he has in store for you, it can't be good, he thinks. I'll do my best. Forget about that. What's with the Dubois stuff? You're getting some seriously bad vibes from that name. Yeah, let's take a seat. Be on a level playing
Excellent,
field.
Mr. Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great use to one another.
Yeah, let's remain serious.
So tell me, how can the head of the Debarges Union help a representative of the Revachol Citizens Militia today?
I'm sure you know about the dead-ass body. What? The chair you're sitting on has got to be the most uncomfortable chair in the world. It's violating your backside. So, because we had a challenging behind-the-scenes threshold failure, we took health damage from sitting in this chair. If we had only one health bar, we would be dead a lot.
Oh, by the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Garte. Some people have no man.
He hates him too.
Pains me to say.
We might be best friends.
This should take care of that nonsense.
Giant novelty check. Comically large.
It should be sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days and patch over your differences with the cafeteria manager. Go ahead, take it.
Hey, that's 25 real. That's good money. Think of all the stuff you could get. Wait. So you know Garte?
Yes, I know Lawrence. He's a real character. No union man in him. A real piece of work, that boy is.
A real piece of work that boy is. With a grin, he points to the check again. It's like you're in a game show. At least don't thank him for it. Okay, yeah, we don't want to be like... Okay. Because if we take his money, we might feel like we're indebted to him. We'll take it, but we're not going to say anything.
Is there anything you'd like to say to me? Or...
No. No, it's cool.
Cool? Wouldn't go that far. I'm sure there are cooler things than delivering a comically oversized novelty check to a cafeteria manager. But, sure, if that's what's cool nowadays.
It is cool, Evrart.
Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost gun. Let me assure you, Union people are on it as we speak. I've got my best hounds looking for that lost gun.
How would he know that we lost our gun?
Lost gun, lost gun.
All you hear is an echo of lost gun, lost gun. The world is swallowed by a black hole of fear. Only two words escape its gravitational pull: lost and gun. When he said, "Don't worry," he actually meant be very worried. Yeah, how do you know about my lost gun?
I know everything, Harry. Right
He knows
now,
our name,
I know
too?
You're worried. Don't be worried. Everything's going to be all right. It's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun. Local children aren't out there playing with it right now, pointing it into their own mouths. It's in a safe place. I just know it. I have a feeling everything's going to be all right.
I'm gonna try not to panic. It's not gonna work out very well, likely, because the chair's killing us and we took that check. I knew that check was gonna bite us in the ass somehow, but the chair is even worse. Okay. Well, when we fail some of these, we get health, so that's actually fine. That's coming from... Was it one of these? Yeah. So when we fail these ones, we gain health. And we fail these ones, we gain morale. It's pretty good. God, you're sweating. Your knee is jerking. You're about to cry, aren't you? You're about to cry because you lost your gun and these children are going to shoot themselves with it? No, I'm not about to cry. I'm cool.
Mr. Dubois, you don't look so good.
What is this? Mr. Dubois, he keeps repeating. What is he trying to pull here? You need to cool the fuck down. Chill. So wait. Was it HDB? Was our badge thing? I'm gonna have to look at that or see if I can find that somewhere. Because we had found something about our initials. It might have been on our ledger. And I think it was HBD. Or HDB, sorry. So Dubois. Harry Dubois.
Mr. Dubois! Mr. Dubois!
Huh.
Harry!
Let's just let our mind go to the safe place.
Mr. Dubois, are you okay? Can I get you a glass of water or something? Are you having some kind of medical emergency?
Seems like I might be, Evrart. Maybe you could use your hand somehow in a kind of throwing motion, like you're throwing that Mr. Dubois act right back at him. He's Mr. Dubois. So this is how we throw it back at him with composure. Nah, I'm as good as it gets, Mr. Dubois.
Don't be dramatic. I can see your condition isn't terminal.
Okay.
What an odd demonstration of... Huh? You got me, Harry. I don't even know what. As entertaining as it was, I'm afraid we're wasting our time. And I'm an extremely busy man, as I'm sure you are too.
Oh, yes. Very, very busy.
Okay, enough. We are here to ask you some questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
Quick, here's your window. Get yourself together and ask him some questions. Police officer questions. Okay. So, hold on. It's about time to stop embarrassing yourself. Questions will help you regain your sense of lost dignity. Okay, I'm gonna talk to him later. See you soon, Mr. DeBarge. Just kidding. Not too much. Because I want to change here. And actually, maybe we should take one of these. Boost our psyche skill. How do we just take this? Oh, in your hand, Paralodian, or Parolodon, the double rainbow of synthetic hallucinogens, rare and gritty, a project at the age of atomic power. Atomic power? No problem. This one's for the brave and sensitive ones anyways. It could improve your human interactions, but you threw that chance away. No matter. In a few hours, you'll get the urge again. Maybe then you'll choose more courageously. Okay. You passed up your chance to start using Parolodon for now, but don't worry. The option to unlock it becomes available. Oh, what? 4 hours? What? All I was going to do is, because it was electrochemistry, throw on my, my gloves here. My electrochemistry gloves. And I wonder, like, Esprit de Corps is probably good for this situation. I can't believe we can't use it for another 4 hours. That's brutal. All right, well, fine. Let's get rid of it then. Now we know how that works, because we haven't seen that before. We didn't even know how to use it. Inland Empire, empathy, but we're going to drop authority. I don't know if he's going to respond well to authority anyways. So let's maybe equip this. And then we'll get back into our combo with him.
Only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore. Ever. Never, ever.